every single day I will get up. Different house, different house. I have key to this house, I have key to that house. And I was jumping from house to house. So I just
Uniquely me is uniquely you. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Uniquely Me with Simone Stewart. Guys, here we share the stories of, we usually say women, but me add to it a few good men because we have a few good men about the place. And so we share their traumas and their challenges, but we don't settle there. We speak more about their uprising, their getting up, their successes. And so this episode I don't want to say a friend because him kind of feed me, you know what I mean? I literally stumbled on his channel on Instagram, and then I decided I'd go check the food out, and let me tell you something, a hook. And so I'm talking about none other than Chef Dave Paul. Sir, welcome to the channel.
hi, nice to have me. Nice to have me. Nice to be on your channel.
Listen.
Your viewers and everybody.
Oh, thank you. It's sweet to not to have you basically sitting at the table and not with you across the counter fixing the food, even though we kind of wish that was the case, but
right.
Chef, tell us a little bit about who are you? Because a lot of persons see you on TV, we see you on, I almost say Iron Chef, but who to tell? That's where you're probably going.
Soon. I'm working on it.
Same thing. So we see and we know about the food, but do we want to know who is the man behind the food? Where you come from? What is it that you had in mind? Is it that you always wanted to be a chef? Tell us a little about you.
Well, where do I start? I'm originally from St. Mary. I was born and raised in St. Mary. Now this town called Mango Valley, St. Mary. That's close to Orocabessa, Boscobel, that side. Closer to Orchard's side within that. I was raised between there and Highgate, Richmond, Highgate side, between my mom and my grandma and my dad. Because my father's side of the family is from Highgate, but my mom's side is from Mango Valley. So I am original countryman, right? And I'm proud.
Yes.
I've been living in Kingston, because I live in Kingston now. I've been living in Kingston since about 2005. So before that, since birth, I've been living in St. Mary. And then I migrated to Kingston, right?
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I migrated to Kingston. I've been living in Kingston since 2005. After I left high school, then I came and then I started college and all of that. So majority of my time was spent in the country area. So if you know, when you're in the country area, cooking is a must, right?
Exactly.
So
Yes.
that is the, I would say, the foundation of a lot of chefs around the world, a lot of chefs in Jamaica. Most of them will tell you that they grew up in the country. So the country cooking compared to Kingston cooking is two different type of cooking.
So let me tell you, one of the things I remember about the country cooking is the cartwheel dumpling them. Don't tell me say start,
No, man. no. But everybody start out like that, because started as a master dumpling maker.
Yes.
You have to do like a trial and error and stuff like that. I've made quite a few cartwheel dumplings, as you put them in my time, but now I've kind of mastered the technique a bit. So I made them little smaller, like donut size. Donut size. So yeah, since then, once once you come from the country, the whole cooking technique and everything is quite different. For example, in Kingston, from Kingston, so we're cooking rice and peas. In Kingston, you would probably go to the shop, you buy a canned peas, one of them bag coconut milk and your rice, and then you throw everything in the pot and that's it.
Yeah.
If you're from the country now, then you know you're
Yeah.
buying regular peas, you buy a tough peas and
Straight.
put them for soak and for
Mm-hmm.
overnight. Put
Mm-hmm.
them in same day. Put them,
Mm-hmm.
you cook them Sunday, probably all from Saturday morning them start soak,
Mm-hmm.
and make them go and soak and thing. The coconut, you gotta pick your coconut off a tree, right?
Yep.
And you gotta grate your coconut and you gotta juice it and all of them niceness to get the real authentic flavor. King some
Mhm.
people just put everything in the pot and put it on them nice fancy electric stove
Mhm. Mhm.
cook and
Yep.
yeah. But for a country now, you do all of that. You're putting it on a coal stove because
Yeah.
food that cook on coal stove, I realize
Hey,
it tastes way better.
the body sting my youth.
Especially rice and peas. You can cook rice and peas on coal stove. You real country way, and you not need meat to eat it. You just eat rice
Mhm.
alone. And that's it,
Mhm.
rice and peas alone. So
Yeah.
that's where a lot of stuff start out for me, get a little, the whole
Mhm.
foundation I think getting seeing different persons in my family cook different meal. And 'cause everybody in my family love food. Every appear foodie in my family. Everybody are belliers. Right? So you want to hear me say belliers? A foodie. Right.
Yay.
Everybody, once there's a gathering in my family,
Yeah.
there has to be food. And I'm not
Mm.
talking about no little one chicken or cook or whatever it is. You have probably about 5 persons coming. Then you
Yay.
probably find you might work out that you get a one whole of chicken for yourself because they're cooking extra food just in case you always have one and two uninvited guests,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
So might show up so them can get food to or you're cooking enough to have food, leave back for the
Yeah.
next day.
You
You know
know,
what I
you're
mean?
bringing, you're really, you're stirring my memory, back to, so I'm from Montego Bay. And
Right.
people say stone, but I don't agree because all of what you said a while ago, I could identify with. And the thing is, when food are cook, or enough food are cook. But it's
Right.
because of that, I love going to country settings in truth and in fact, because when you go number one, you not get one meat.
That is
You have food to choose
that
from,
is the
and you
truth.
have food for carry home, and you have food for tomorrow.
Right. Right. That
you
is the
know,
truth.
and stuff. But is it that you wanted to be a chef? Yes, the food, the bellas, them, but did you want to be a chef?
Actually, no. Because during the whole high school into starting college,
Mm-hmm.
mentally I wanted to be a soldier.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because my father was a soldier. He's an ex JDF soldier. I have a little
Mm-hmm.
sister who is in the US Army. A lot
Oh.
of persons thought I would be in the army because they said, well, face always makeup and him always look serious and this and that. And true that in fact, sometimes I don't know. I just look, or probably I don't know. Maybe it's how I'm just zone out. Sometimes people might say, "Well, him look kind of serious. Him probably not so approachable or whatever it is." But as everybody realizes, as soon as they start talking, a different person.
Yeah.
So since I've been in high school into early college, I've had the whole mindset of being following my father's footstep, which is to be a soldier. But at some point in time, I'm not sure exactly where things took a turn and the whole mindset and everything started to shift. And then I just started focusing on food and beverage. I
Yeah.
was more into, because at one point in time, I was doing music, as in when I was in college, I was doing music while studying food and beverage because
Okay.
that was the whole entertainment package of it. Because we were studying
Mm-hmm.
hospitality, entertainment, and tourism. The whole
Yeah.
entertainment part of it is when you have social gatherings and stuff like that. I would be the DJ, or we are planning events like that. So imagine going to school studying food and beverage, and the whole time you're a DJ. Kind, really cut it. you know. But
Yeah.
what at that point I realized that persons enjoy or they get to share more or be more relaxed when there's a gathering of some sort. You get friends together, whether you're sharing food or through music or whatever it is. So
Mhm.
I put myself in that position and say, hey, I want to be a part of this where I get to help put a smile on person's face or, get to see them smile and enjoy themselves and whatever it is. I already can do that through music because all you have to do is just play the right song and person start to dance, right?
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
How can I expand on that? Because I don't want to just be playing music all along. After a
Yeah.
while, to me, it felt like it would get boring. So
Yeah.
I decided to explore more with using creativity, explore different dishes and stuff like that to see if that could be used as a medium for me to tap into another level of,
Entertainment.
creating entertainment and creating joy and happiness amongst
Mhm.
friends and families and strangers. And then after a while, they started doing little things, getting training here or get some experience because the whole college thing about it, what
Mhm.
persons don't know, they think they ask if you go college for cooking.
Mhm.
They don't understand that when they go to college, they get basic training.
Yeah.
They don't really teach you how to cook. You get the basic or the foundation
Yeah.
to cooking. You're the person who now have to take that knowledge and get creative and expand on it.
Mhm.
Another person, you can just probably go on YouTube and Google certain things or stuff like that. Look for certain videos of how to prepare certain things.
Yeah.
They even have the basic foundation of preparing certain meals. You're the
Mhm.
person who have to try and elevate this, gain this knowledge, and expand yourself and just get creative and just enjoy yourself. So it might sound easy
Yeah.
at one point, but it kind of technical based on the level that you want to elevate yourself, or
Yeah.
you have to be as open-minded to it also to
Mhm.
accept other person's culture and experience and stuff like that. Because you can't just get up every day and say I cook Jamaican food, fried chicken, curry goat, and oxtail. You have to
Mhm.
be willing to expand and learn different cuisine and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Chinese, Japanese, Italian, stuff like
Mhm.
that. That's where my restaurant based concept is. Not to have the regular restaurant that everybody have
Yeah.
fried chicken. From my restaurant location on Mullins Road, straight to Apple
Mhm.
Tree.
Yeah.
If you have 10 restaurants going that direction to Apple Tree, at least 9 out of 10 of them doing the same thing.
That's
Fried
true.
rice and not bashing them or everything. 'Cause everybody is trying to be the best fried chicken cooker or curry cooker. Which
Mhm.
you know the kernel alone of the whole fried chicken thing locked. Because
Luck, exactly.
no matter what, everybody has a buy KFC. But
Mhm.
it really depending on how you want persons to see yourself and how you want to do your whole creativity and show your skill. So you
Yeah.
try to do, even if you do the same thing, you try to elevate it a bit, add your own touch or thing like that.
Yeah. And
Because
that's
even
mm,
I do fried chicken sometimes, but you notice I don't really do the same or regular country style fried chicken or whatever it is. I
mhm.
tend to do like smoked paprika fried chicken or sweet chili fried chicken, which persons they don't hear a lot about. So it's kind
Yes.
of totally different. So you have to try and stand out at all time.
And I'm happy you went there because I really wanted to ask, how does a chef or a, a cooker, what's for want of a better word, how
Mhm.
do they differentiate themselves, because one would say, and we all seem to think that, oh yeah, well, we know, me no say no so, because for cook rice, and everybody can cook rice.
Right.
The first time I fried dumpling, remember me telling me could have bust your head with a fried dumpling.
Trust me. A lot that happened to me a lot. a
So,
lot.
so there's an art to it, and so that's the thing I wanted to, how does one, because there's a young person that's watching and saying, or having the desire, persons who have come and seen what you're doing and saying, but I like to do this and stuff, but what is it? Do I don't know, extra anything I need to do? Do we need a particular mindset? Do we need a particular skill set? What is it that we need to move into the food and beverage industry?
All right, first thing I would say, all right, in regards to the dumpling, let me clear that up. I have an image right here. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Oh, wow.
Is
Hey, you do that? No, you do that tomorrow. Oh my God.
let me see if it can
Watch
come
your
up
man, watch
here.
you dumpling them.
Right.
Yum.
And trust me, these dumpling they took me a while. Because when I did this, I was doing at that time we were doing breakfast. We were
Mhm.
doing breakfast, lunch, dinner. So it was
Yeah.
really hectic at that time. So
Mhm.
when we were doing the breakfast and person normally ask for fried dumpling, I must admit, couple of times we made the fried dumpling and it never turned out so wonderful. I
Mhm.
don't know what happened that morning, that particular morning when we made them,
Mhm.
and once I decided to make spend some time and knead them and make sure they're smooth and nice and round.
Mhm.
Because I say we need to improve on the dumplings and ensure that each meal we send out it is photographic or
Mhm.
photogenic or whatever it is you want to
Mhm. Yeah.
do. Anything, any meals that you try to put out, I always tell my staff or whoever it is I am around, any meals that you try to put out or send out to a customer, it
Mhm.
is something that they can look at and take a picture of it and post on social media or
Mhm.
show a friend and say, look on this look good.
Mhm.
So you have to have that mindset first of all. Presentation is key. No matter
Yeah.
how the food might not look good or whatever it is, you might
Mhm.
present to someone and them taste and them say, oh, well, it really look good, but it not
Yes,
taste
good.
good, but it
Mhm.
you present it well.
Mhm.
And you have to be open-minded to criticism. So people might critique your food and say, all right, well, this not taste good or that not taste good. You have to be open-minded so you
Mhm.
can do whatever adjustment needed to in order to elevate yourself and make yourself a better person. So if
Yeah.
you're the type of person that you're saying, all right, I'm going to start doing food and beverage, I'm going to be a chef and going to do it, you have to be open-minded and
Mhm.
accept when people say, all right, here, this not do right, do it again.
Yeah.
This not taste good or this not look right or whatever it is. Because at
Mhm.
the end of the day, everybody eats with their eyes. They look at the food first and they say, all right, well, this look good, man. I taste it.
Mhm.
You know? So
Yeah.
you want to capture that. The first thing you have to do is once you capture it, then you have to put whatever love or whatever it is, passion you have for cooking into the food. So when
Mhm.
they taste it, they know that the taste buds go wild and say, yes, man, food look
Mhm.
good and it tastes good.
Mhm.
That's the basic mindset you would have to have first and foremost into going into food and beverage. It is
Yeah.
also important to also learn the fundamentals, the different terms and cutting skills and stuff like that. It might seem like, oh, I don't even know this or whatever it is, but trust me, in the long run, you will realize that you eventually use them. It's not like maths. I'm not sure if everybody over here like maths, right? Mathematics. You a lot of stuff we learn in mathematics. I promise you we're not using them right now. We're not finding X and all them stuff and Y.
Hell no.
But but you got the basic. They give you the basic stuff that needed or knowledge that needed for you to enhance your whole mindset and everything. So you have to retain what they teach you and
Mhm.
apply it to future future prospect or whatever business you're in. Because I ain't never good at maths.
Mhm.
I am running a business.
Mhm.
I need to know if I count money.
Yeah.
so, so you get
But
me?
But somebody might say to you, say you need to know how to measure out the 1 pint of flour and the 2 liter
Right.
worth of milk and all of them something there.
That is true. That is important. However,
Mhm.
that I would I don't do much of that. I must admit, because after a while they get used to certain estimate. You know, well, this is that amount or this is that amount. Yes, you need to know them for foundation purpose. But me personally, I because I got used to doing estimates and stuff, and sometimes I feel like when you just sprinkle little and little dash a little, it add something extra, extra layer of flavor
Mhm.
compared to, all right, well, I just put 1 teaspoon exactly and measure it out and smooth it out and say, all right, and then it just tastes exactly
It just
how,
black.
yeah, it need a
Mm.
little bit more. So nothing is wrong with knowing how to measure those stuff. Mainly persons that into the baking or pastry like that, they
Yeah.
would focus more on measurement, because once you have certain measurement off within baking or cake making or stuff like that, it kind of
Mhm.
throw the product off. But
Yeah.
in cooking, because I personally I'm not a fan of baking.
Mhm.
A lot of persons don't know that. I'm not a fan of baking cakes and stuff. If I don't have a choice to do it, right?
Mhm.
But personally, I rather cooking, because cooking you just mix up some stuff and you go and go through and you add a little bit
Mhm.
pepper and little salt and you little sprinkle little secret ingredients and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
then you can just take a simple dish and elevate it to a level where you're not expecting. If
Yeah.
you have baking now, you would have, so you have to have 1 cup of rum or
Mhm.
half cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of butter, or stuff like that. And
Mhm.
it is just exact. But
Yeah.
you might can do something that can elevate that, but that's not really my area of expertise.
It is.
And
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And so I want to ask you, we see the glory now. We see you doing well now, but what were some of those? I don't know if you could your mind can go back to any major challenge that you faced coming into the industry and becoming a household name. Were there any challenges that you had to overcome? And it's something too that you want to talk about, because it's something that those coming in possibly would face, but from a realistic standpoint, as you said, because again, how do I take my cooking for my husband and my 2 children to a place of a restaurant, cooking for whole heap of people, for want of a better word, and ensuring that I keep that quality up, etc. Dealing with the criticism, as you said, what challenges you in particular had to face?
Um, I've had a few, not a lot, experience with working with restaurants in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of my work experience or knowledge I've gained based on doing work programs overseas.
Mm-hmm.
So during college, I went on work programs. I do my little research and stuff like that. Apply the knowledge that I've learned overseas to the everyday cooking.
Yeah.
However, one of the problems that I had while working locally, um, with one or few restaurants, because I've never, in since I've been doing cooking, I don't remember working for more than probably 3 different restaurants in Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
because I mainly started out doing personal chef service. So that was totally
I want to
different.
hear more about that, because I thought
Yeah.
that was just on Food Network. So when I
No,
saw
man.
I didn't know
No.
we had those local things going on.
Well, that is about it. Because all right, when I got the experience, a few experiences, locally, I
Mhm.
try to apply some of the knowledge that I gain overseas in these businesses, and then you realize that some persons they're stuck to certain ways. Yes, you have to be consistent with certain stuff or certain dishes, but sometimes they will have certain dishes in the restaurant or in the business place, and they realize that it's not taking off, or it's not as successful as other dishes. and you suggest or recommend that, hey, why not just do this and change this and see how it work? And then you realize that persons probably reject the offer because they feel like you're trying to take over or you're trying to manipulate or stuff like that. They're trying to change how they want their business to operate. Nothing is wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's something that you have to be open to have discussion with your workers or persons that you have operating your business for you. So if their suggestion, say for example, I would suggest that, hey, why not try beef lasagna today instead of chicken lasagna? And you will say, oh, nobody now buy that or whatever it is. But yeah, but don't put it that way. You can probably advertise it before trying it to see the feedback or stuff like that. So
Yeah.
those are some of the stuff that I've found that working with a couple of local places that I've gained experience.
Yeah.
Luckily for me, when I did the last internship overseas, which was a 1 year, 12-month period, work period. So I was there in the cold
Mm-hmm.
in Minnesota. Trust
Hey.
me. Oh my God. Yeah, man. You get snow all year round.
Yeah.
And everybody, they say Jamaica, Bob, what the little sun they then get. Trust me. The only time we get them majority of sun when we come back to Jamaica, it
Oh
was
my Lord.
snowing all year round. Snowing all summer, everything. So when I came back from that 12-month work program, one of my friend, one of my good friend, Junior Roberts, um, he at the time was doing some 1 and 2 personal chef service where he got clients contacted him and he was going to their home and prepare meals and stuff like that. And when it's either you're going to prepare it for them when they're there at home or you prepare the whole meal and they will come in and they reheat it. So it's more like a meal prep
Yeah.
service at that time. So
Yeah.
personal chef, meal prep service. So I started, he put me on to a client who at the time, I think if I remember correctly, at the time he wasn't able to accept that client because he had a few. So he recommended me because we work personally through a couple of events and stuff like that because we went to college also together. So we worked at a couple of events, catering events, where so you already know my cooking skills and you already know what I'm capable of. So it was easy for him to recommend me to the client, which was one of the biggest it is still one
Yeah.
of the biggest company in Jamaica. He's an exec in that business. So when he introduced me to it and said, hey, all right, why you don't try this? We have a client here, they want personal chef service, they come in or whatever. For the whole probably month or so, I was nervous. Because yeah, because it's not something that they used to, going into people's home and you have persons coming in. They will get excited. I say, all right, go home to a chef, the woman, chef up.
Hey.
Chef, the chef, the woman nervous. Because the chef said, well, I wonder if I cook this today, them are gonna like it. And then I cook that tomorrow. And the thing about it is what a lot of persons don't know. It was nothing local. I was not cooking local dishes.
Wow.
They didn't want no local food.
Wow. And by the way, just clearing the air, it's right here in Jamaica we're talking about.
Yeah, right here in Jamaica, right here in
Wow.
Jamaica. Because since I came back from that program, I haven't done any overseas work since then. Just catering and everything, lunches and whatever. But I was doing all of that in Jamaica
Yeah.
every day, and it was nothing local. They're cooking salmon and snapper fillet and all of those.
Hey.
And you have to create. You will cook them every day for the week, but you have to cook them different ways.
Yeah.
So that's where most and like rice and peas or rice and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I can probably count on one hand now during the whole because I was cooking for them like probably about 2 years, or probably more, probably about 2 years. And I
Wow.
can count the amount of time I actually cook rice for them. They don't want a rice, they want mostly salads or it was more like an health wise decision. So
Yeah.
they're putting back on certain stuff. So they would probably eat any local dishes. when they go out and to parties or stuff like that with their friends or anything like that. But I
Mhm.
was cooking all these dishes, nothing local, nothing of them local. So that's where most of them lasagnas and shepherd's pie and
Mhm.
quinoa and all of them stuff.
Yeah.
We're cooking them every day, spinach and whatever stuff that you want to find in the local household every day. Because in Jamaica, persons come home they want to rice, big old pot of rice and peas on fire, and then fried chicken and a curry goat gravy in a one pot or something like that,
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
some stew pork or nothing like that. It was all international cuisine and different
Wow.
dishes. So
You know,
when I, Mhm.
me not have none of them friend there, no. That's the sad part. Me not have none of them friend there.
so when, yeah, so when I started out doing that, they started after a while, like they start liking the food more and more. They started having dinner parties and stuff
Oh
like that.
Lord.
So there's yeah. So my head sort of bigger now. Cause you start invite over your friends and stuff for them come try my cooking. So
Yes.
you go from cooking because at first when it started it was two persons.
Mhm.
But I'm doing I'm doing dinner for them and lunches. So they will have lunches to take into work and stuff like that and on a daily basis, whether it's a fruit salad or whatever it is they want. I just prepare it for them.
Yeah.
So more and more they started invite other persons, the guests coming in and everybody start trying your food and you
Mhm.
start from this family to another family house to cook to another family and it just take them bill all around. You just end up in different and these are all executive persons in very large companies in Jamaica.
Who am I really? Choices, choices, choices. In pursuit of a career? OMG, I'm a wife. Help! I am a mother. Oh, I'm in church. When do I get to be a woman that God called me to be? Uniquely Me covers the acrobatic endeavors of every woman to balance the responsibilities of being a mother, a wife, a professional, a church leader, a friend, yet still maintain her identity. I too am a mother, a wife, a trained minister of religion, a banker, an entrepreneur trying to balance the many hats that signifies my role. My book will help motivate and empower every woman who is really unique in her own way. Grab your copy today on Amazon because Uniquely Me is uniquely you.
Which
You
I
know, this is interesting because I actually had written down something here that I wanted to ask you, is there scope for growth in the food and beverage area locally? And just listening to you, you're making me realize, because honestly, I thought it was just operate a cook shop or something to that effect. But you are now allowing me to see that there's so much more to this industry than we think, and
right,
even more so locally. Because a lot of persons, I'm sure, with the advent of cable, we're watching Home and Garden, we're watching Food Network, and some of us may try to go and experiment. Like my children and my husband say, anytime I have the computer in the kitchen, they know I'm about to find some guinea pigs.
right.
you know but you
Master
are
Stewart.
Oh, I'm telling you. But you are now allowing me to see that, listen, there is so much more. Granted, I'm not trying to be a chef, that's
Right,
not my
right,
thing, but there is more to it. There's a vibrant, um, thriving, interesting industry here, and opportunities for our young people who aspire to be experts in the food and beverage industry.
right. Because a lot of persons will have the mindset. Because I remember once while I was in high school, you would have like career day when
Yeah.
persons come in and they talk to children. Hey, they're in this field. I hear how much money they might make. And all of a sudden you get excited and whatever it is. I remember once a chef came.
Mm-hmm.
That time I was interested in cooking. I would just probably do local cooking, make local sandwich or make local soup and stuff at home when
Mm-hmm.
I'm hungry. Because when you're hungry, you have no choice. If you have to cook something, you have to cook something. So if
Mm-hmm.
mommy cook something that you don't want, and you have the privilege, you're privileged enough to cook something else, or you can prepare something else, then you can do it. But I remember in high school when a chef came in, he was working on a cruise ship and he
Yeah.
was telling how much money he can make and this and that. And at that time, it never excited me. At the same time, that experience open up certain mindset for me to say, well, persons can be a chef in a
Mm-hmm.
restaurant, they can be a chef on a private plane, on a
Mm-hmm.
yacht, on a cruise ship. So it's not just a chef in one location, it can be a travel chef. Just jump
Mm-hmm.
from country to country, different places. So
Wow.
that whole thing changed a lot for me. And since I started focusing more on food and beverage, then I
Mm-hmm.
realized that there's a whole another level of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So when when I started, my clientele started growing from the whole personal chef service.
Yeah.
And every single day I would get up, different house, different house. I have key to this house, I have key to that house. And I
Mm-hmm.
was jumping from house to house. So I was
Wow.
preparing food, put in the fridge. I would do the shopping for them if they needed, because some of these persons they have helpers or stuff, or they will
Mm-hmm.
go and pick out the items that they need, and I
Yeah.
have to create. Sometimes they will just pick out the items,
Wow.
and when I go there, I will see what they have, and then I have to create the dish.
Oh.
Yeah, trust me.
Interesting.
It allow you to be very creative. It's a field that allow you to explore,
Yeah.
and they don't mind what you come up with as long as it tastes good. So
Mm-hmm.
just buy the stuff, put it in the fridge, and they go in the fridge. You see, asparagus, sweet potato,
Mm-hmm.
different something, spinach, kale, stuff like that. You not see no cabbage and no little lettuce. We might see lettuce in case,
Yeah.
but zucchini, stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
you will just have to come up with a creative dish on the spot. That's
So
it.
let me ask you. So from such a because that sounded very exciting, and the connections, but you transitioned into setting up your own establishment, your own business, your own thing. Why?
Right. All right. So that's where everything started out. Because from the clientele reached to a certain point where um, they started suggesting, my own client suggesting that why not just allow other persons to taste your meal and not
Yeah.
just us only? Because I remember one incident where there was a board meeting at
Mm-hmm.
a particular company,
Yeah.
and during the break, during the break of that meeting, the lunch break,
Yes.
all the exec of the company, they decided, all right, they're going for a break now, whatever, everybody's going to get lunch.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was four of them went in their bag and took out lunch and put it on the table.
Yes.
When they put it on the table, one was like, "Oh, that you have this, oh, that look nice, sir." And then the next one we might look and say, "No, man, yours look nice, man." And then another one will say, "Oh, but yours look nice too." So
Mhm.
during investigation, like one person will say, "So who cook your food? You have a chef?" I say, "Oh, Chef Dave cook it." And then like all four of them we look and say, "What do you mean Chef Dave cook your
Sleep.
food? Well, Chef Dave cook my food. Chef Dave cook your food, your food, your food." And
Mhm.
during that board meeting, I got a call. So
Oh
when I
Lord.
saw my phone ring now, and I know the client was calling me because I was
Yeah.
at one of them house at the time.
Mhm.
When I answered the phone, I heard, Chef Dave, good afternoon. You're at the house, right? Yes, sir. I'm here preparing the food. All right, so you're on speakerphone and we're in a board meeting and we have a little problem. So I start fret. I start fret. I mean, I said, no, sir, it's serious board meeting. So I said,
Mhm.
what's the problem? What may I assist? And then you hear the client say, Oh, I'm at Marissa co-workers here with me, you know, you might know them too, and they start calling out name. You have John, Luke, and Mark. I'm
Right.
like, okay,
And
all
you go
right. So
quiet,
what's the
you go
cause?
zip.
Yeah, as we start fret. So so there's a so we just realized that you're all of us personal
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. So I said, so how would you know that? I said, because,
Mhm.
well, all of the lunches are on the tables right now, and all of them look delicious. All of them look similar. So I
Yeah.
said, okay. And then they realized, because I personally don't ask people where they work. I go there to
Mm.
cook and go about my business. So
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
at that point I never know that these persons work with each person, each
Mhm.
other.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't go there and say, oh, so where you work? Or stuff like that. I go there, if they don't tell me where they work, I don't ask them. My
Oh,
job is
Lord.
to go there and prepare delicious meals and go home. So
Mm-hmm.
after a while they start recommending that, hey, why don't you try and get other persons to try a meal and stuff? It might enhance your business. This was a CEO for a company
Yeah.
telling me that, so listen, me dear, you have talent, I will see it and whatever it is. Try launching out so other people can try your meals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the man I realize say my time if I stop cook for him, I'm gonna go for other people. I'm like, yeah, I'm soon gone, this a company I change CEO like regular, I'm soon gone.
Yeah.
And I started giving out cards and stuff like that. And I started at home doing, I started taking lunch orders from persons, pre-order lunches. So first I would send out a menu like today I was sending out a menu and by probably about 6 o'clock I cut off. And person send in the order. I shop and get the stuff, prepare the meal. The next morning I deliver to them by the lunchtime. After I do that, then I go to do personal chef service. And then I realize um, more and more persons start calling me because I ensure the food are presentable. So when they get the food, another person's, you will at your office and you get the food, one of your coworkers say, oh, where you get the food? And then you give that person the info, the person contact me. So when you look, everybody contacted me regarding lunches and more reach a point where I couldn't keep up. I run out of space at home because everything is doing from home. I run out of space at home.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just sleep on my bed. My dining table just prepare food stuff. We prepare food.
Yeah.
Every fridge full up. Everywhere in the house full up. So me run out of space because that's how I
Yeah.
started. I started doing lunches from home, delivering
Mm-hmm.
them to offices and stuff. Because on a daily basis, I deliver food to Spanish Town,
Wow.
Portmore, Airport, New Kingston, Papine.
Boy.
Those are and everybody want their food same time.
Same time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the time frame that I had to work with was between 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and between 1 and 2 p.m. And everybody want their food within that time and they want it hot, which is not possible. They want it hot, they want it look good, and
Mm-hmm.
they want it on time.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I had to do all of that, load up the food them in my vehicle and go deliver them myself.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because, I was thinking to myself, all right, so you have a little delivery man or something.
How I started out getting other persons to do the delivery was mainly on a Friday. On
Yeah.
Friday, I would have a whole lot of orders.
Mm.
And most Fridays, my clients wouldn't want me to come in because they go to dinner parties or they go out and they say, oh, we get something for you, man. You don't have to
Yeah.
come on a Friday. So during the
Mm-hmm.
week, they get food or they ask them to prepare something Thursday and they will warm it up Friday. More
Yeah.
than likely, they don't eat it because they go out every Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have to go out because they're business person and they go out and they meet
Doing
new
lime.
clients and that's how
Networking.
they whole network network it and everything. So they
Mm.
would encourage me to do that. So on a Friday, I had a whole lot of orders, a whole lot. So when you look my house on a restaurant, because me have to get people for cook, me have to
Yes.
have people for share,
Mm.
and package. So one of my friends reached out to me saying she's starting a delivery service. And we come to an agreement where we split certain orders. So she
Yeah.
would deliver orders for New Kingston, Papine, Halfway Tree. I would do the orders, so Spanish Town, Portmore, and then probably go airport afterward. So
Yeah.
it somewhat worked out. However, the problem that we're having is on a Friday, everybody in Jamaica want food. And on a Friday, there's a lot of traffic and we're
Ah, yeah.
driving.
Mm-hmm.
So some persons would end up get food late. Them eat the food, them enjoy the food, then still cuss. So,
Yes.
right. So after a while, it reached a point where I run out of space at home. And I decided that, hey, I forget a location. And I even said it to one of my clients at the time. And he said, "Yo, Dave, if any if you do this to expand your business, just do this and get somebody else to the personal chef service. We're gonna miss it, but we understand that we are business people and you need to expand and you need anything to grow and whatever it is." And so said, so done. Eventually I got a location. And from I got the location, I was doing a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Whole
Yeah.
lot more. I got more catering. I got a whole lot more work.
You
And
know,
to,
I really want to jump in here. The matter of networking, because as I listen to you, yes, it seemed to have been the right place at the right time, but it will also had to do with the kind of connections you had and people who saw into you, saw
right,
your vision and a vision bigger for you than they saw either for themselves or just what they saw.
right, right.
You know, that is, I just want you to just emphasize that a little bit more, how important it is for us to be surrounded with the right people.
Right. Because the funny thing about it, and a lot of persons might agree to this, persons that push you more or look for the greater good who are normally strangers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So from on my side, my family them support me now with
Yeah,
everything. Trust me.
yeah,
Me have
yeah.
good family, good family. Them support me with everything. But then
Mhm.
what's the mean supposed to know me as a person mentally. So
Yeah.
them now have to say, all right, well, don't do that. They support me with whatever. When I was doing music, them support me. Trust me.
Mhm.
They support me with everything I do. So some persons they will realize that when you're trying to grow a business or trying to elevate, your mother and your father will support you.
Yeah.
That they want to see good in life. You'll have an auntie who might like you and she say, you can do that. But me not think this are go push you to this or this are go whatever it is. And you might share certain ideas with them. And every time you share an idea, you realize that they reject the idea.
Mm-hmm.
But when you share it with strangers, they will say, yeah, man, that can work, man, or you can add this to it, and they will help you to push. Because
Yes.
when I was launching out and promoting stuff, I would
Yeah.
see a lot of persons that I don't know, they promote my thing every day.
Wow.
They will share your flyer, they will share your menu, they will share your pictures, they will share ideas and stuff like that, and they will continue doing that. But persons that you maybe have every day around you, they might not push the same energy because they realize probably they don't want it to be at a level above them. But at the same time, you have to have a mindset that you need to have persons around you with positive attitude, positive mindset, persons who want to see the best for you. So you would have to personally choose your peer group or person you want to socialize with or person you want to 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 be around you, just to be around you, to help motivate you or whatever. So you would have
Mhm.
to selectively pick
Yeah.
certain persons. They can't just have persons who just want to go party every day and whatever. Nothing is wrong with party every day. If you're a
Mhm.
promoter,
Yeah.
however, that is good for you. Because guess what? If
Mhm.
people party every day, you make money,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you can party every day. But if you're somebody that is looking to go to a party every day and just spend money, you're investing your
Mhm.
time incorrectly. For
Mhm.
example, this whole Chris Brown saga that is going around now, for example,
Mhm.
if you have a friend that says, hey, come and pay the 1.5 million and get the sky view and whatever, and we just enjoy ourselves and drink for a couple hours and that's it. If you have a friend that is motivating you to do that, you have a wrong friend. If you have a friend that say, hey, I'll start a business.
Make we capitalize for one.
Because I remember I posted the thing about the loan. Now give us some loan. Since people want to spend money or whatever it is, let's capitalize on this and give persons the opportunity to go and enjoy themselves, and we benefit.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, you make back a money there. So if you have persons around there that motivate, because the only person that complain about the price right now is the promoter or the organizers of the event.
Yeah.
Because then at the end of the day, by the time bleachers sell out, the other tickets are going to be sold. I think today they start selling the tickets. I promise you. Persons are complaining now, but these tickets will be sold.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the persons that are complaining are probably persons that who have a different mindset. I say, oh, the promoter just want to get rich, or Chris Brown just want to get in millions or whatever it is. But if you have persons that think about it and want to capitalize on stuff like that, then you know you have persons, good persons around you. Because they will say, all right, let's do this or let's do that. So we can make some of this money or whatever. I don't tell her that I'm not going to the event, you know, but I just tell her don't look for me up in Skyview.
Exactly.
Unless I get invited up there.
See him so.
Just don't look for me up there. So it's always good to have persons with a particular mindset around you and persons that can help to elevate or motivate you to do best. Persons want you to see, there are persons that want you to see you do good but not better than them. I always hear that. Yeah, but you just have to focus on, you know, do what you have to do, surround yourself by the right people. Things we because even now a lot of persons might say, oh, him just lock down the restaurant and him not doing a deal lunches or whatever it is. Persons don't understand that since I've been doing that restaurant from, I'm pretty sure you hear me tell you a while ago, since I've been doing personal chef service, I don't take no vacation.
Wow.
I don't take no holiday. I just get up every day and I have to work. Because every day I have somebody that wants food from me. From I started doing the restaurant, based on how the workload got a bit hectic on me, I had to eventually fade out from doing the whole personal chef service, meal prep and all of those stuff into just focusing on the restaurant. Because when I realized at a point I had more clientele doing the restaurants than just going around to persons' home again. So I eventually had to start preparing food from my location and have it either dropped off at the client's home. So I was able to go in and spend 1-2 hours chilling and, you know, me and them have conversation and cook for them or whatever it is. Now I have to be preparing food for probably 300 people tomorrow. So you have to utilize your time wisely.
Yes.
You still keep contact and communicate with them and whatever it is. Because I make sure to talk to them all the while or whatever. Or they will see me post stuff and they will message me and say, oh, long time I'm going to see or whatever it is. So still keep the same connection and stuff like that. And it helps build your business and build your brand. Because at the end of the day, you want to build a brand. You can build a business and anything, but when you build a brand, it's a whole different thing. Because at the end of the day, people look for me and say Chef Dave Paul. They don't say, oh, you man with the cook shop up there, so.
That's true.
No matter what I do, no matter what I do, people just look for me and say, Chef Dave Paul. They're not just have the chef off, right?
I said to a girlfriend of mine. I said to my friend, who both of us stumbled on your, when we just met, stumbled on your thing. And I said to her, since even I said, I'm going to interview Chef Dave Paul. And she was like, woo. And I can tell you, we live in Spanish Town. And we have driven to Kingston just to come to the restaurant, to drive, come back. As a matter of fact, the day when I was coming, one of the days when I was coming, this man ran in my back. And I said, Lord Jesus, me drive out to come for food and see one man running on my back here. You know?
Right. right.
But you're right. We don't refer to you without Chef Dave Paul. We don't refer to the cook shop Rona Mullines Road. It's Chef Dave Paul. Chef Dave Paul. So as you're so right, it's a brand. It's a brand. It's a brand. You know, as we wrap up, there's two things I want to ask you. Number one, money depend on something. Yeah?
Yes.
All right. No, say nothing more.
But the thing about it is, yes, when you're doing it for passion, doing it with passion
Yes.
and doing it with love, it
Yes.
it get easier and it is it's less stressing.
Yeah.
It's more
As they say,
relaxing and because you're doing what you love and you're making money while
exactly.
they're doing it. So at the end of the day, I have a daughter to take care of, and she since I've been doing this interview, her mother just messaged me. Let me read the message because this is the phone line, right?
Yes.
And her mother just say, your daughter just eat 2 bowls of mac and cheese, drink her juice, and she knock out. That is what her mother just messaged me. I say, my daughter, she eat pizza and all of them nice fancy stuff.
Yes.
Trust me, she hardly eat regular food. She knows she will eat her grandmother rice and peas. By
Yeah.
itself.
Mm-hmm,
All
mm-hmm.
her grandmother and she want rice and peas. Or she want the rice with the red rice.
Yeah.
She call it.
Yes,
So
red rice.
she have a particular taste. She don't want she eat patty, she eat one and two, but she don't want the regular dumpling and them stuff there. So
Mhm.
at the end of the day, you have to make money to supply all of this. There's a
Yeah.
responsibility. You have to do it. No matter that's why I always give thanks to persons. There are persons that come down from overseas and I visit and they always come and say, yo, you know, me always see a post on Instagram or this or
Mhm.
they are Jamaica. Now I'm gonna come try food. Me have person that come from Negril. I do business in Kingston. And
Mhm.
on the top of their list when they come into Kingston is to buy
Chef
food.
Dave Paul.
I
Yeah.
have persons that leave from airport on their lunch break. I remember lunch breaks are normally 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, yep.
Drive from airport, come at the restaurant and buy them food and eat them food back on the way back to work.
Oh my
People
God.
drive from Ochi, them just drive out and say them want to get some food and them come all the way to Kingston.
Yeah.
People from Maypen, people from all over. Sometimes when I hear people say certain things or where they come from just to get a taste of the food, it kind of get my heart like a mushy little bit. You know, because
I know.
boy, there's some reach. People are just
Mhm.
taste my food. Yeah, like, yes, so you have to really show appreciation and stuff. And at the end of the day, it's you're doing good
Yes.
and you don't want to get above or over your head or whatever.
Yeah.
You just have to remain humble and just continue because it's easy for somebody to say, boy, food doesn't taste good. And then the word they just start spread all over the place and
Yep.
just like the business mash up.
Yep.
And
Yep.
at the end of the day, that's what I always tell my staff, listen me, we're done already established. So the food tastes good. Persons are coming for the food. However, I don't want persons to have it that, yeah, the food tastes good, but the customer service bad. Me not like
Yeah.
that's something there.
Mm-hmm.
I will if I realize that I talk to you about attitude or stuff like that regarding customer service and you don't show any sign of change or whatever,
Yeah.
me will fire you. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, me I build a brand.
Yep.
And me I try to maintain certain reputation. If food tastes good, the customer service good, it can be better. But you know, I say the food tastes good, but customer service bad. At the end of the day, you're building a brand and you have to look out for your brand. So this whole closing of the restaurant, actually the workload kind of I went above and beyond and it stressed me out. So I decided that in order to focus on certain things, I'm going to cut back on the workload a bit.
Yeah.
Focus on catering for a while.
Yeah.
And then before I jump back into lunches, because when I start doing back lunches, I want to ensure that persons are properly trained. So you'll be a case where I wouldn't have to be changing staff or whatever it is, and reminding persons that listen to me. This at the end of the day, this is your bread and butter.
Yeah.
You have to treat the customer right so them keep coming back.
Coming back, yes.
Me no need to remind you that when you apply for the job and tell me you can do this and you can mop the floor spotless so people can fight, you're supposed to remember that right throughout.
Yes.
So
Hi
at the end of the
everyone,
day.
welcome back. Today I want to share with you some of my books that I have self-published. There are 3 lines of my books. First up, I'm going to be showing you the journal line. All the books are created for women and girls. The major theme is time management, providing a tool for helping to manage time. So first up, we have the Rejoice, a DIY journal for inspired women of intent. So women who, like myself, have a lot of ideas and you really want to get it out there. Well, first and foremost, you want to get it on paper. So let me just show you a little bit on the inside of the DIY journal. It as you can see, it gives you a little space for if you are giving it as a gift to be able to write up to and from. Then it tells you what it's about, a little introduction, and then it goes into the journal pages. Randomly, you will find scripture passages or you will find motivational quotes inside the Rejoice journal. And just to make it even more attractive, we have the woman, a picture of the woman to marking each page. So that's what you have. It's just lines and lines, guys, on both sides that you are able. And like I said, you'll find quotes. You'll find a little, sometimes you find a little more than just the quotes. So if you are thinking about your Bible study notes, your sermon notes, you're going to a meeting and you need a way to capture the notes from the meeting, or you just want to share your own thoughts, then the Rejoice journal is for you. Next up, guys, we have the Princess Prayer Planner. Now, the Princess Prayer Planner is for teenage girls, young women in particular, or women who are really just into spending time with themselves. So as you can see, it's pretty colorful, right? And it also, on the inside, as you open, there's a quote: be bold, be brave, be you. Then it goes into telling you what it is. This particular journal, and why I say it's for teen girls, is because of the many myriads of things that you'll find in it. So let's begin. So you'll find a lot of flowers. You'll find a little woman. You'll find it's labeled each day, day one. I think this one, if my memory serves me correctly, it's a 90-day. You'll find journal lines. You'll find devotionals in there. You'll find a little planner in there. And there's so many things. So it's a devotional. You'll find journal pages so that you're able to write. You'll find, again, like I said, there's a planner. I want to go some more around to the back, where you'll find other things in there. You'll find a space for stuff that you're grateful for that you can write in it. You'll find little quotes as well. Some of my own little quotes that have guided me along the way. I want to share with you something else that's there, guys. So like I said, there's a daily planner, there's the devotional. I want to show you some of the things that you see. It says color me. So you have stuff in there that you can actually color as well. Space that you can dream, grateful for. And I changed the planners up, guys. There are different planners in there. Same thing for the great gratitude pages as well. There are different ones all over in there, and so you are allowed to see some of the other things that you can color. So if you're looking for a vision board or something to that effect, then this planner is for you. Or if you are looking for a way to teach your teenage daughter how to begin to record and write her vision, then the Princess Prayer Planner is for her. Next up, guys, is my biggie, the Uniquely Me Planner. Yes, so you would have seen me talking about the Uniquely Me Planner. This is for my more mature women, executive women, busy moms. You are looking for something that you can definitely take to the boardroom with you, or you just really want to represent. Then as you can see, I have a woman, I should say, all represented here on the cover. So it's a Uniquely Me Planner.
for the woman who wants to create balance in her busy schedule. If you're like me, you have the children, you have work, you have the husband, you have community, you're trying to film, you're trying to listen, you're trying to shop, you're trying to go to the supermarket. It's so much things to do. So there you have it, just to give you a little picture as it relates to what's in there. There's a little review as it relates to what it is for, special note there. So this one, guys, it also gives you your yearly goals, so you're able to state, and I did this one in 2 parts, so you can put your half year goal there. There is your daily, monthly planner, right, or your journal, so you're able to write. You can list the things you have to do, and then you can put them in order of priority. You can also journal about them, and if you have something that you want to do on a daily basis, you can put that there. Then there's an area where sometimes you need to set some goals, and those goals, as we know, needs to be SMART goals. So I break it down for you. You're specific, you're measurable, you're attainable, your relevant, and your time-oriented goals. So you're able to break your goals out. Of course, guys, like I said, there's also the daily stuff that you want to do. I give you different lines or different pages for that. Again, you can put them in order of priorities. You have your to-do list, you have your habit tracker, and a little quote, of course, for me. And then there's this blank space that you can put your notes. And so we give you pages of that. There are things too. Again, you can put your priorities or your schedule. You can put a date. So you notice it's a mixture, guys, because so you're able. This is dynamic. So you're not limited to any one particular way of documenting your things. There's your big box here to dream. So there's something that you're thinking about, not yet ready to bring out. You can put it all there. You want to list your things to do. There's something that took place that you're grateful for. You're able to put that there. It was very important too, and I give you pages of those, guys. There's also just a blank page too, because sometimes there are things that you just really want to write about. So there you have it. And so you'll find these going repeatedly through. Now I must tell you that for the Uniquely Me planner, if you should go on Amazon, this is the budget one. So it's the one that will have the black and white on the inside, and we also have it in color. So if you wanted to see all of these things in color, then the color version is there. So there you have it. The journal line of Uniquely Me, or should I say JDF Publishing. As you know, guys, they're multifaceted. There's the God's Daily portion, Uniquely Me, and of course there's JDF Publishing. Let me know, of course, guys, have you gotten any of these journals? How have you been finding them? Are they helpful to you? Have you been able to schedule yourself, your day or your year? 2022 is upon us, and so you don't want to get caught without having your planner on hand.
At the end of the day, the workload is hard, but the rewards of it, it is really great to have. Because nowadays, when I go certain places, all right, when I initially when I started out, like within a two-year period of the restaurant, when I go to certain places and persons ask their name and you tell them, I'm like, Dave, are you on the restaurant and this? You go from the back of the line to the front of the line.
Yeah, yes.
Because them couldn't put a face to it. So when I realized, all right, well, I boss this time, make the boss go up a front deck. I go, order my lunch, I want it quick.
Hey.
You start get them kind of services. And even now, because more person know my face now, I don't really have to join certain line or introduce myself as much. As person know me by once them see me. I go and that's one thing that always surprised me. People would say, well, I'm probably used to that by now. Every time I go somewhere, I press, oh, chef them. It kind of surprised me, I'm not used to it yet. I get used to it. Or people might just go about my business. I say, chef, you know the pasta. Me then half a tree I buy things. I mean, people, chef, you know the pasta down there. it just shocked me because they're like, who that?
Yes.
Did you want to remember your face or a name or whatever it is, but the whole thing that people actually know you and recognize your work and know what you're capable of. And it's not bad things that the people can call their phone anytime and say, oh, me have the work if you do or come to the interview or shoot the video or stuff like that. It kind of it humbling very.
Yes.
Yeah. So
And I must say that my interactions with you have been a very humbling one, honestly. One, I think that the couple times, the first couple of times I came, I was rather surprised that you were there. You know, I thought you had a few people working for you, but you were there. And then the level of service, just talking to you, I like literally, I'm telling you, it's the first I'm telling you this. I was wowed. Honestly, I was wowed. And then when I realized too, as I started enjoying your food more, and I realized that, hold on, I don't know, liquor chef, this is the man big bought the place. I'm like, whoa, he's so humble. And so you're so right. You know, you never know who is watching. You
right.
never know who is watching. Listen, I think you've said so much. We're going to wrap up, but we have some young man bought the place who seem to think that life is all about the pants at the foot. Them hand always have something there that needs to be rubbed out, and their mouth always have to have something in there that's not so overly, them just always have to have a fire in there. And it's like going without a purpose. If you had to stand in a room with those men, or, give a little talk, what would you say to them, chef? What would you say to them?
All right. Trust me, I've actually had an opportunity to do something like that already, and even that experience was kind of was it kind of melt my heart a little bit too, because I said, how me reach on this level for I give like a pep talk, or stuff like that for motivate people or inspire others. I mean, like, bro, I'm just a regular human being, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to do good things. So
Yeah.
personally, stuff like that, it's kind of hard to tell someone, hey, don't do this or don't do that. Because guess what? You see, at the end of the day, after you finish doing that little pep talk or talk, if you don't have somebody monitoring them or
Yeah.
motivating or inspiring them or doing some follow up or whatever, they're going to go back to doing the same thing that you're doing. So
Yeah.
you're in a room and you say, all right, smoking is bad for you. Don't do no smoking. And by the time you start them take out the stiff out of their mouth and push it in them pocket, and you tell them all these nice things and the bad things about smoking and whatever it is, and they will say, yes, sir, everything is all right. We will not smoke anymore. And by the time them walk outside, them start smoking. So
Yeah.
it's sometimes when persons do pep talk or motivational talk, I think sometimes a follow up is best. Or if you have a mentor or somebody to guide you along the way, we can say, all right, well, remember we did talk about this, you
Yeah.
gone back to it, or remember not do this here. If I even not every day, but at least on and off, so at least they know that there's somebody really and truly there that support them, and not somebody just come in and say, boy, say, oh, me used to bad, I'm stop bad now, and whatever it is, unna bad or whatever it is. Because some persons will retain certain things that you say
Yeah.
and really follow up or put action to it and say, all right, well, I'm not gonna do this because this are the outcome, and this person said that. While others will say, I say, you do your thing already, man. Make me young, make me live my life, and this and that. It's hard. You just have to have whole mentorship and persons just focusing or dedicated to follow up on certain things.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to change or want to make a change, you will first need to change the mindset and also certain surroundings.
Yeah.
If you take somebody from the ghetto, for example, and have them in a room and say, all right, gun bad fear or whatever it is, and if you have no gun or whatever, at the end of the day, after you give him this pep talk and the speech, and him go back to his community and him have 10 gun lie down, him have to pass 10 gun lie down for a bed or whatever it is, a waste of time.
Yeah, true.
Wasted effort and energy. So I would say, personally, you have to change your mindset and your surrounding and be dedicated and willing to accept certain changes.
Yeah.
And do your best. Make your family proud. At the end of the day, every day I'm trying to make my family proud. As big as maybe. If I do something right now to make my family shame, trust me, I think how much time about it. Sometimes as an adult, you think about when you grow up and respect your parents and respect your family and whatever, you want them to constantly see that you're making them proud. It change your mind from doing certain things. You're not gonna want to go out and be bad, you're not gonna want to root to nobody out. You still have respect. Good morning, sir, good evening, whatever it is. And it just so at the end of the day, so people will have good things to say about it.
Yeah.
So it's a whole mindset and environmental change need to be adjusted in order to maintain certain things among youth and adults, young adults. So that's where my point of view stand on that.
Okay. So lastly, Iron Chef, the one that was tip on Food Network.
Every funny call, man. Every funny call. Because I entered Maggie Food Court when was it? Not last year.
I think it was in COVID. It was in COVID time.
During COVID. Even that call was shocking. Because when I got the call, they said I was recommended by a few persons. Man, recommend me? Right. There's a couple people recommending well, so you gotta face off because they were like competing against best restaurants.
Yeah.
Well, not really in Kingston because they had outside restaurants. So they had my category was best pasta
thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was between my restaurant and Star Fusion restaurant. So they're like, oh, my little cook shop restaurant reaching at this. Phone have it as best. So if you reach that level, that means that people have faith in me, so me have to make them proud.
Yeah.
So after that whole experience,
let me just tell the audience, because I know you're not going to say. Let me just tell the audience, he won. Okay, he won it.
Right. And it trust me, it opened up a whole lot mentally because I never expect to win. I never go there with the intention to win. I go there to enjoy myself.
From this, well, that's
I'm
okay.
Relaxed.
But from this, you will win.
That's what everybody said. Because the other chef, much respect to him, he was kind of nervous. Because from when the makeup from dressing room or whatever, he was nervous. And I get nervous. Once camera them start rolling, I get nervous. Even now when I go on TV and do interviews, people that know me can tell you when I'm nervous. And they know what I do when I'm nervous. And when I do the interviews on TV, especially when it's live TV, trust me, I get extremely nervous because you don't want to make a mistake. You can always do one recording somewhere and you say, all right, cut, start over.
Yeah.
But on live TV, nervous. So people who know me personally know when I get nervous on live TV. Right? So that whole experience when we realized that look how me can just go in and just do my best and whatever it is and actually won. I want to see the trophy right here. So
all right, show it.
Yeah, see the trophy here right here, so. Let me see if I can. You show it?
No, show. We see the good food.
Yeah.
We see the good food.
Let me see if it can come up on the camera. Yeah, it's there. I don't know why.
Because of the background. All right, seeing it, boy.
Right.
When you finish, take a picture and send me a picture and stuff. So we'll put it up on the persons will get to see. Don't worry.
Yeah, and it's 2021. So that's good. So after I got that experience, my whole mindset changed. Come here and say, why? I'm supposed to work with God Ramsey, one of them people there. So you start watch Iron Chef more and other them something, and you start explore the ideas of I was once invited to do a cooking competition to the Caribbean, and I'm not sure what happened with that.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what happened with that because they're doing a cook-off with different Caribbean countries.
Yes.
And I got an email, I got a call regarding it, so I was recommending or whatever. I'm like, me? But I think the whole thing about it was I would have to leave the country I was supposed to be somewhere for probably I think about 3 weeks of shooting
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. That never
Oh.
did sit well with me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because the whole time I would be thinking about the restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because remember, I focus on ensuring things run. I can't always there's somebody else on call and say, well, this alright, whatever. But when
Mm-hmm.
you're there physically, persons tend to do more.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
once you're not around in the business, people can't just do anything they want to feel like them do.
And that's one of the drawbacks with entrepreneurship, solo entrepreneur, I should say, because a lot relies on you. And I think that is similar to the medical field in terms of the standalone doctor. It happens to like your kind of industry because
Right.
a lot relies on you. And so, and the truth is, I don't know, you can find somebody to duplicate, but everybody's taste is different.
Right.
So you are indeed so correct. But listen, we're going to keep our ears to the ground and listen out and look out because we don't say your thing no local, my
Yeah,
youth.
yeah, man. Once I get the caller going, trust me. Yeah, man. Once
And
the
if you
call
need a
comes,
taster, I am very much available.
trust me, that list itself is a long list.
I know, I
It's a
know.
long list of people, trust me. No matter if I post a slice of bread with butter on it right now, somebody
Yeah.
want to taste it. I promise you.
Chef,
Yeah.
Chef Paul, let me tell you, you and I could stay here and talk all night long. It's really refreshing talking with you. And I'll tell you the truth, you've changed my mindset regarding just overall just thinking, oh, it's just a chef, oh, it's just a cook shop. No, no, no. You made me realize there's personality to it. There is a level, you have to level up your team, right? And anything at all you're doing, anything at all, take it to the next level. We don't have to settle to say, oh, so well, I'm just a YouTuber, for instance. So I'm just going to do the regular. How do you up the thing? Oh, I'm just a chef. I'm just doing fried chicken. How do you take that fried chicken to the next level? Oh, I went to hard. That's all I went to. How do you take what you've learned to the next level? And guess what? As you said earlier on, nobody can teach you that. That part is on the inside.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir,
You're
for
welcome. You're welcome.
coming on. And I mean, so now what you're offering is just catering services. So if persons need to find you, can they still go to your Instagram page?
Yeah, man. They still can go to my Instagram page. They still can send me an email. They can WhatsApp. I'm still at the same location. Nothing is wrong with the location.
Yeah. Okay.
Location is there. So just in case person thinks that well, probably move the location or whatever. No, it's the same place I used to do all of my catering. I have
Yeah.
2 catering this weekend and 2 catering this weekend, a birthday party and a yacht party. And it's the same location I use to prepare all of the food and whatever. Because persons come there see me, push
Yeah.
the door and ask questions and whatever. It's just that the workload kind of bit heavy and I'm trying to get persons that are just as motivated and want
Driven.
to learn more and experience more, just
Yeah.
as me. So as soon as I get that whole thing sorted out, I'll be just focusing more and getting catering done. I might do a few pop-ups because initially I was to do a pop-up last week, but every
Yeah.
time I plan for a pop-up
Yeah.
on a Friday, because more people more than likely buy food on a Friday,
On a
I
Friday.
end up get a catering. Because I was supposed to do it last week. Never. I said, all right, we know this week out of it. So I said next week. And by about 1 o'clock today, I got an email regarding a catering for next week Friday. So
Oh.
I don't know whether to work it out, but I plan to do at least a few pop-ups so persons can still, me don't want them taste bud miss me too much and then
Exactly.
go wander off over one place. Because even I personally, when I go out, since I've been closer daily lunches, when I go to different places to get food and whatever it is, not bashing anybody place, but some of them food are not cut it. That's why I have to make sure that's why I tell my staff them, make sure your food tastes good. Because
Yes.
some of these food don't cut it at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. And people
Trust
paying
me.
money for it. People paying money,
Exactly.
you know?
That is what I
Yeah.
say. Every time people spend money for something, I have to make sure they get value for their money. If you have to do about
Yeah.
food and lose a
Yeah.
sale feed, they have to do it because some of them places they don't cut it at
Mhm.
all. Trust me.
Yeah.
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 That's where the mindset is at. So as soon as I get things sorted out, then I'll be back on the journey. And in the meantime, I do local adjusting or whatever. Because you know, when I come back, if I come back with lunches, I have to come back with different stuff. So you know,
Yes.
yeah, we
Yes.
have to come back with the same niceness. Same niceness, but new dishes.
New dishes.
Yeah, we can't
Looking forward.
basic stuff.
Looking forward.
Right.
Great. Well, thanks again for coming on and just talking so candidly with me. I thoroughly enjoyed it, sir. And I just want to say to my audience too, guys, if you enjoy this conversation, and to make it bad, make it worse, he has his backdrop is all the food that he has prepared.
All of them, every single one of them is up there.
I know.
All of them.
So please
Yes,
forgive us.
that's what I'm mainly doing here. You see all of the flyers. I think
Yeah.
this one right here that you see now. The only
Mhm.
picture that's there where it's not my meal is the one right in the middle right there. Everything else,
Mhm.
the plate with the salad, that's not mine. But every
Okay.
other most of the pictures that you see me post on my social media are using flyers and stuff. Those are
Mhm.
actual meals that we prepare. We
I
don't just grab
know.
food from off of the internet and post them. 99% of the flyers that you see,
Yes.
I make them
Wow.
also. A lot of persons don't know that. Even
Wow.
this one that you're looking at in the backdrop, I made a flyer. Because I try,
Mm.
as I say, I try to be as creative and explore certain stuff. I get
Yes.
curious with certain stuff.
Yes.
All the reels and all of those stuff that you see on my page, I make every single one of them.
Wow. Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah, every single thing.
Talk about a gifted man.
Yeah, everybody know me always an experiment and stuff like that, man.
Yes.
I do all of them. 99%. If you see a flyer that probably I don't know is probably I don't have time or it's too technical to a point where I don't have the time to learn how to get this done. So let me get somebody else to do it. So it look
I do.
right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
majority of the flyers were post, even the
Yeah.
screen in the restaurant. When you come in and see the screen in the restaurant with the
Yeah.
menu one daily, I
Yeah.
design that. I do everything, edit it, every single thing.
Wow. And the backdrop in the store, I noticed there's you have a mirror, what do you call it? A mural.
Mural. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You did it?
No, I that was done by one of my friends. So
Okay.
he came there a couple times and saw the whole vision or whatever. And he explained to me and it just is so nice. I'm tell him saying
Mhm.
that make sense. How much it cost? Just get the paint and I purchase what he purchase, give him the
Yeah.
money and said just do your artwork and whatever it is. And it looked nice. It looked very
It's
good.
beautiful.
A lot of persons took a few pictures there. A
Yeah.
lot of persons. Yeah, man. I
It's
just let
beautiful.
him because I put up. There's another part there that is incomplete also.
Mhm.
I'm going to get it painted so he can do another part on that. But so far, trust me, nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what can I say? Again, you've heard it for yourself. Chef Dave Paul, some of you would have gotten to talk with him, but for the most part, you've seen his things on Instagram or on social media. You've gotten the food, or you've been to a function where you heard that the caterer is Chef Dave Paul. Now you're seeing him for yourself. Maybe you're overseas, you're planning on making a trip to Jamaica. Take it from me. Anyway, him there, you need to find him. So hopefully by then he would have opened back the
Right.
restaurant. We're talking about Chef Dave Paul. Guys, as usual, put your comments in the box. Let me know. If you've had Chef Dave Paul's meals, what is your favorite? I'll tell you right off the bat. His pastas. Oh God. I have a girlfriend of mine. She's going to say the curry goat pasta is the bomb. But I think the special one, the one that has the sausage and the shrimp and everything,
Cucumber.
me think that one they're the baddest one. But
Yeah, that is a crowd favorite.
I think I'm gonna do a poll on this
Mm.
on my Instagram page to ask if you've had Chef Dave Paul, which one is your favorite? So guys, until next week, please like, share, comment, and let me know how much you enjoyed this episode. Thanks. Go over there, show Chef Paul Dave Paul some love, and let him know Uniquely Me sent you over there. Until next week again, guys. Bye-bye.
All right. Take care, guys.
Well, hi there. Welcome back to another episode of Uniquely Me with Simone Stewart. Guys, it's a new season and we are exclusively on YouTube. So let's just get that out of the way. Have you subscribed, liked, comment, and have been sharing the channel? You don't want me to tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you what to do. Go ahead, push that subscribe button, and of course the notification bell, guys, because we are coming every Saturday night at 7:30 without fail, so you can look forward to a new episode.
Uniquely me is uniquely you. Balancing the different hats of life, achieving all your goals in the name of Christ. Uniquely me is uniquely you. You can do anything. With the S on your chest, you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. You are a winner and you're an overcomer. You can be all things to Christ who gives you strength, yeah. You are a fighter, you're so determined.